What stopped you from having a crush on them? The guy I was desperately in love with in high school dated 3 different close friends of mine. That was rough. Anyway, she's a lady now, so that crush is definitely over, but she seems to be doing great and I'm happy for her. Unpopular opinion, you guys may think it's horrible, but I don't see a real problem with it. He probably liked her even before you told him you like her. You don't even know if she liked you. Letting your friend waste his chance just because both of you happen to like the same person seems selfish to me. If he stole her from you by saying bad things about you or something similar, it's something different, of course. It happened to me numerous times. Both positions, when she preferred me over my friend or my friend over me. That never caused me losing friends though. Even better, I got more friends by not being butthurt about it. Met someone else who was way cooler and actually liked me. Asking them out. Quickest way to prevent wasted pining time. Props on use of the word pining. I asked my crush out all the time. That doesn't exactly work. She was lesbian. Skill issue. You should have tried to be lesbian too. Drake moment. He was. She's hot, but she has a ridiculously strong belief in astrology to the point everything and everyone has to be judged through her belief system. Same thing happened to me. I knew a girl who was really cool but told me she hated me after I said I was a Taurus. Like, what? Why? You don't know why? Typical Taurus. I went to get my nails done for the first time ever before hanging with him, not long at all, mind you, just barely past my fingertip. He spent the whole time telling me that he thought it was disgusting for girls to get their nails done, they're filthy, only suts get their nails done. Then he asked me for ABJ, I declined, and he refused to take me home, so I had to walk home in the middle of the night in December. Only sluts get their nails done. Now suck my wiener. Literally Lamo, it was wild. Also, screw you Eric if you're reading this. I hope Eric is dating a psycho and having an awful time. Physically a 10 but had the personality of a tree stump and social skills of a rattlesnake. Social skills of a rattlesnake, weird how I know exactly what you mean. I reckon it comes from a lifetime of being put on a pedestal for being attractive. That's me without the looks. This is way too common. Told them about my ex who was physically and emotionally abusive and they told me it was my fault. Got over them real quick after that conversation. Gross. Reminds me of when I opened up to a guy about my reasons for wanting to stay single, and his response was sounds like commitment issues. Watched him bully a classmate with a learning disability. That was a turn off and a half. Ew. Utterly disgusting. No words to say. Exact same thing happened to me. Be sure to subscribe so that more relaxing and interesting Reddit videos will show up in your feed. Thanks for watching, enjoyed the rest of the video. High school. Extremely handsome guy. Had a cool name. A year older than me. First time I talked to him I realized what a dolt he was. Crush over. I've usually found that the ones that are good looking, that know they're good looking, haven't been challenged to develop in any other way. It's gotten to the point where I see a traditionally handsome guy and I'm like, you know, he's probably a total freaking narcissist. Which might explain my thing for unusually handsome guys. It's nice to see this isn't an uncommon occurrence. I have to know his name. She asked me out to a baseball game because she already had tickets, then she expected me to pay her for both of them. Bruh. Insta buzzkill right there. It was around 20 years ago. But I met my wife about a month after that. Before that I had been hung up on the other girl for a year or so. Relieved that it never went anywhere, I couldn't imagine being stuck with someone like that compared to who I ended up with. Saw a side to him that seems to lack empathy and enjoy hurting people, creating chaos, even if unknowingly. We have this amazing connection, but that made me lose respect for him. As you should. We do not like people who enjoy hurting others. Met someone who actually treated me well and realized that I was wasting my time with someone who didn't want me. I'm engaged to the one who made me realize. We've been together for a little over 5 years now. He's my best friend. So are you one of those feminist types? Boy, I had come so close to actually sleeping with him. But this right here made me physically recoil. Sometimes I'm glad there are men who just can't stop themselves from running their mouths and essentially cock-blocking themselves. Yes. One guy I went on one date with said he didn't believe in consent. Can someone walk me out to my car please? LMFAO, I'm a dude and I'd probably be scared enough to call the cops right then and there to give my information if a girl said that to me on the first date. It was scary NGL. I went into nice girl safe mode and didn't disagree with anything he said. Left when he wasn't paying attention. What an experience. He was my tutor at a community college. He would talk shit about some of the people he tutored. A lot of these were older people taking remedial classes and he just acted like they were stupid. Definitely a nick and just disrespectful overall. I brought a girl I was working out with quite a bit over to go kayaking. We were going around the lake just talking and enjoying the scenery when we got to the swampy part, but it's beautiful in its own right. All the cool creatures and beautiful birds/plants, plus it backs into a dam plus waterfall that you can walk across. She went on and on about how if she could she'd fill all this garbage in with sand to make a beach/sandy and some new desirable homes around it. Even after discussing the endangered species of dragonflies that lived there. Found out they had a girlfriend, very much a pattern with a lot of my crushes. Still have some feelings there still but sad about it. I'm sorry about that. Emotionally unattached people tend to get attracted to other emotionally unattached people. I should know I used to be one of them. When I found out she frequently went through her 12-year-old sister's phone. We were both like 15 at the time. Honestly, I'd want more context here. There may have been valid reasons especially in the internet age and online predators etc. but that should be a parent's job not a sibling's. But sometimes parents suck. Or sometimes a sibling just is a malicious nosy mofo. Hence context neither. Basically she was salty that her sister had a boyfriend. She'd come to me saying everything the boyfriend said was cringy and shat on the fact he enjoyed anime. The boyfriend was also 12 BTW. It was like a puppy love type thing. Okay, that's just sounds like she was being a twat. This year I was gonna ask a girl out for Valentine's and some other guy got to her before me. Turns out she really did like me and would have said yes, but I was too much of a wuss to ask sooner. How did you find out she would have said yes? She talked to me when they broke up, tried to get with me. I went to her house. She was a freaking slob. Because the sink was full to the top with dirty dishes. Whole house smelled like a cat litter box. Instantly grossed me out. And I am by no means a neat freak, but her place was disgusting. I'm in a monogamous relationship with a wonderful guy. If I notice that I have a crush on someone else, I acknowledge the feeling, then tell it to leave, close the door behind and never come back. The feeling, not the actual person. I'm committed to my relationship and won't let some emotional swings ruin it. This is the only relatable post here. Feelings for other people while in a monogamous relationship are real and often this is ignored and people don't like to talk about this because it is uncomfortable. Your approach to this is very practical and respectable. I know this and I'm still scared of it. I don't know how I could deal myself having a crush on someone. Even though it's normal. I just hope it doesn't happen for another couple of years. And then to trust the person also knows this is normal and temporary and not act on those feelings. Gives me anxiety. Yes, me in therapy. I did, but I'm not gay. The TLDR was that I used to play CSGO with this lass who we'll call Chelsea, who I did have a crush on, and we had fun together. One day he comes out and says his name's Corey, that it's who he's always been, but has only now found the courage to come out as trans. Like the flick of a switch, it just went from Chelsea, crush to Corey, one of the lads, and we continued to play CS and chat and stuff. My PC died and I don't really keep in touch with people anymore, but I see he's doing well on social media now and then. Also, if I wasn't as straight as they come, if I was bi or even a little curious, I don't think my feelings for him would have changed. I'd still have had a crush, I'm sure. He might have still had a female figure at the time, but identifying as a guy makes him a guy, so I wasn't interested, if that makes sense. A naked female body in the context of it being your guy friend is still just a guy. She lit up a cigarette. My significant other has known I've smoked since I was a teenager, have known each other since middle school, got close later in high school, have been for nearly 2 decades, got together romantically in our late 20s/early 30s, and hates that I smoke, but tolerates it. Her mom, who has also known me for nearly 20 years, got on her case about how could she not force me to quit once we were together. My so's response: I knew he smoked going in, I'd be a raging idiot to think I can do anything but encourage him to quit now. That said, I know smoking is a huge turn-off for a lot of people, so have never understood when I've seen smokers get offended and just expect our filthy habit to be dealt with by everyone. I just got lucky that the good in our relationship outweighed the bad of my smoking habit. And I've seen that sentiment echoed by a weirdly large amount of regular smokers I work with/regulars at the bars I've worked at. Like, my dudes, it's an absolutely disgusting habit, what do you expect? Edit, formatting.